What's up, guys? This is Larry Dawson, Mr. BTBU. We're back for another episode of Secret Sauce to Be the Boss. Tonight is a special edition Secret Sauce to Be the Boss. All season long, I've been the one interviewing people, and I've been the one asking all the questions to these different entrepreneurs and small business owners and self-starters. But tonight we have a special guest host that's actually come here and is going to interview me. So it's going to be Secret Sauce to Be the Boss flipped upside down. The host becomes the interviewee tonight. All right, I hope you enjoy this episode. Maybe you'll get to know a little bit about me more on a personal level. Enjoy it, guys.
It's the North Cat, baby, I'm a boss. Carolina barbecue sauce with the slaw. I'm the safe, the cellar, and the vault. I'm the best, the effect, and the cause, I'm the law. It's the North Cat, baby, I'm a boss. Carolina barbecue sauce with the slaw. I'm the safe, the cellar, and the vault. I'm the best, the effect, and the cause, I'm the law.
What's up, y'all? We'll bring you a special edition of Secret Sauce to Be the Boss. Listen, I'm Tony Jackson. It's my honor to be the guest host and interview the man of the hour, Mr. Larry Dawson.
Yes, sir.
Mr. BTBU himself. Absolutely, man. So let's get into it, man. I know you're usually in the other seat.
Yeah,
you're
man.
usually interviewing other people, but now I get a chance to dive into you.
Now I know what it feels like to be sitting up here getting questions.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Well, I'm ready.
I'm sure you know they've watched the other videos. I'm sure that they've gotten a little glimpse of who you are. But why don't you tell our viewers here who exactly is Larry Dawson? Who is Larry Dawson, and where is Larry Dawson from? Tell us about it.
That's a good question. Well, those of you that follow me on social media have got a glimpse of who I am through, social media and what I talk about and my videos and stuff like that and everything. I come from a rough past, and it was a brutal beginning for me, and the man I am today is not the man that I was starting off. I started off very rough, started off in the streets, was one thing after another, which led to me going to prison, where I turned my life around. When I came home is where I've done all this stuff since. It's where the BTBU came from, the motivational speaking, the promotion company, all the community outreach work. So the man you see now is the man that I've been working on becoming for the last 13 years of my life. The reborn man.
The reborn.
Yeah.
Reborn. Larry Dawson 2.0.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about, so how long were you in prison?
13 years.
13 years. And it's crazy because when I think about a lion, one of the things, the characteristics of a lion that most people don't talk about is the efficiency of a lion. And most people know, well, some people know that a lion actually sleeps for 20 hours a day.
Absolutely.
They only hunt for 4, right? And so that efficiency that you have to be a lion is crazy. And I imagine you as that lion, you spent that time locked up. Now, tell us how that time that you spent, those 13 years, now has impacted your drive now, because honestly, ever since I met you, you've probably been one of the most efficient people that I've met. And, maybe that comes from the fact that you got to make it for lost time.
It's funny you brought up the lion. As you see, I got lions throughout my entire house.
Absolutely.
I have a lion with a crown tattooed on my arm.
Absolutely.
I tell people all the time that I'm a lion, and because the lion is the king of the jungle, and they are efficient and they're relentless in their attack to be the best. Man, my life was so crazy before I went away. All the talents, all the smarts, all the love, everything that I ever had was used in the wrong way because of the environment and the product that I was raised in. And I'm not using no excuses because I'm still the man that made those decisions, even though I was a young man. During that time, at first, I still wasn't living any different. I was still living the same. It was actually a conversation with my mother that changed everything around. And I spoke at the 2019 men's conference the other day, and I actually told the story of that conversation with my mom. I was 3 years into my sentence when I turned my life around. And once I made that decision to turn my life around, I had a 10-hour-a-day rule, 3 hours spent preparing the body and 7 hours a day preparing the mind. So when I came home, that I would be sharper than anyone and no one will be able to stop me on a physical or a mental level. That's how in less than 5 years I built BTBU Fitness, BTBU Promotions, started traveling around the entire East Coast on motivational speaking, and all my community outreach work that I've been doing. Just a relentless, I refuse to lose, I refuse to settle.
Absolutely. So let's talk about that. What is BTBU? Where does that come from? What does it mean? Where does it come from? Like, how did that come about, the BTBU?
So it stands for Be the Best You.
Okay.
And the reason I did that is because my goal when I changed everything was to be a good man. Mm-hmm. It was to be the best man that I could be. I wanted whoever came in contact with me to walk away and say, holy crap, that is a good man. That's a strong man. That's a real man.
Absolutely.
To be the best me.
Absolutely.
So my goal was to not only come home and prove that I could be good, but to prove I could be great and to be the best me. So I dedicated my life to not only making myself the best version that I could be, but I dedicated myself to making other people the best that they could be. That's why my fitness company is called Be the Best You. I just don't train you on a physical level, I'll train you on a mental level. That way when you're done training with me, you will be better prepared mentally and physically for life. And my promotions, I try to bring good, solid events to the community, and that's why I stuck with the BTBU, because my events aren't based on just money or just name recognition. It's to bring the community together as one and show that there's good people still out there and to put good events on. And my motivational speaking is the same thing. When I talk to people, I'm preaching to people, I'm reaching into people's souls, I'm reaching into people's minds. I'm showing them that you can come from nothing no matter what your situation is, and you can rise above it and you can become great. Be the best you. Every aspect of life, that's my goal and that's my motto.
Absolutely, and that's much needed, I say now, because in the age that we live in, this social media age, everyone is comparing themselves to other people.
Everybody does it.
Everybody does it, and be the best you is saying, like, you're the only person you need to compare yourself against.
Exactly.
Compare yourself against who you were yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, comparison, they say, is the thief of all joy. So I think that message in itself is very critical and very important in this age specifically. And it's, man, I commend you on, you know, on the fitness, and so let's talk about some of your other companies though. So you have the BTBU Fitness, but you also have other companies.
Yeah, I have the BTBU Promotions, and
Okay.
Part of the BTBU Promotions is the different events that I do together. Like you came and spoke at the Wealth and Health Expo, the Sports and Supplement Show. In September, I have a Women and Kids Show coming up.
Wow.
So all that falls under the promotions banner, along with my motivational speaking. When people hire me to go and speak at different events, I've spoken at 4 high schools in the last week. But when I speak at high schools and churches and hospitals, I don't charge for that. If I do an event like I just did the 2019 men's conference, I charge to go speak at that. I do not charge to do community outreach work. I do that because I want to make a difference. I don't want to be someone just talking about making a difference. I want to actually make a difference. Mm-hmm. So I take my time and I go out and I speak to people that are sick or that are young or that are struggling, and I give them as much motivation and hope and encouragement as I can.
Absolutely, and that's so important because, and you know, I've spoken in many places around the nation, and I've had the blessing to be in the presence of a lot of different speakers. And one of the things that I think is a problem, or it's underneath the veil, something that goes hidden. Is speakers that are just speaking for the money.
Exactly.
Speakers that they don't really want a real community impact. They don't really want to inspire people. They just want to speak well enough to get a check.
That's why I don't watch other motivational speakers. That's why I don't go to their shows. That's why I've never taken any certified programs. That's why I don't participate in any of that. I do not want to be orchestrated. I do not want to sound like anyone else. I do not want to talk a certain way. I don't want to be like anyone else. I'm real, I'm raw, and I'm me. And I am the best person I can be, and I'm trying to help everyone else be the best person they can be. So I'm going to do it my way, and if I fall, I'm going to fall on my terms.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Life on your own terms. So let's talk about what is, so this whole, you have multiple businesses now.
Yes, sir.
You're killing the game. I know, like, you've been killing the game. You've been killing the game, man. Ever since I met you, it's just been like, wow, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? And like, what really gives you the motivation to do this?
My motivation comes from the pain.
Mm-hmm.
People will never understand my pain because no one's ever had to walk in my shoes, just like I've never had to walk in anyone else's shoes. My pain is so deep and so real, I can't even put it into words to describe it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that happened to me in my life coming up, all the pain and all the suffering, even through my triumphs and my mom passing away last year, to my time away, to how everybody turned their back on me and forgot about me. All that pain, it just motivates me. It's this fuel, this fire, it's inside of me, and I cannot be stopped. There's nothing anyone can do to stop me. I will shine, you know, and do whatever it takes to reach every goal I have. And every single time I want to take a break or something, that pain just fuels me to keep going and keep going. It won't let me. You know, it's funny you was talking about, you know, like the stuff I've doing and people recognize me and stuff. From this show to my motivational speaking, to the events I'm putting together, for the training. It's funny, man, because things have really changed for me. When I go places now, man, people recognize me.
Absolutely.
People ask for autographs.
Absolutely.
People want to take pictures with me.
Absolutely.
Come up to me. People treat me like I'm a rock star and stuff. You know, at the end of the day, it's cool and all, but I'm still just me. And if I can affect your life, and if you thinking I'm cool or want to take a picture with me or talk to me for a second, if you'll give me your ear for just a second, I'll change your life.
Absolutely.
So it's a blessing. I don't look at it as fanfare. I look at it as these people are going to give me an opportunity and they're going to listen to me. And if they let me talk to them, I'll change their life forever.
Let's dive into this, because I feel like pain has also been one of my biggest motivating factors. And specifically, the passing of my grandfather was very impactful in my life.
It's crazy you said that, because my grandfather was the most important influence in my life ever.
And how has he motivated you? And even like the passing of your mom, specifically, what does it motivate you to do? Because it's different when you're motivated by people that you see every day. It's a different type of motivation. It's a different gear when you're motivated by somebody has invested so much into you, and they're no longer here to see the success that you're building.
My grandfather taught me the most important thing that anyone ever taught me, and he taught me that it took me so long to understand what he said. I didn't understand this until later in life, that no matter what room you walk into, whether there's 20 people in that room or 2,000 people in that room, you can be the most dominant man in that room, but you can also have the biggest heart in that room.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be both and have both. A lot of guys want to be a tough guy, but then they're not compassionate enough, don't have a big enough heart, enough empathy, enough understanding. Then you have guys that are too emotional. We live in a world today where the men and women is flipped around, and you got a lot of guys that I just don't understand their ways. But anyways, to be able to have that balance, to be a man's man and to be a leader and to be a dominant man, but at the same time have a heart, have compassion, have understanding, have love, and not be scared to show it, but actually embrace it and give that and teach that to others.
Mm-hmm.
That, man, I can't even tell you what that lesson meant to me and what it's done with my life.
Absolutely. That's good. Now that we talked about the motivating factors, clearly you have motivation. Clearly you're motivated.
Yes,
Clearly
sir.
you get into it. So tell us, what is your greatest satisfaction? What is your greatest reward? Because sometimes when we work so hard that we take, we don't take the time to appreciate the actual awards and the satisfaction that we get. But what would you think would be your greatest?
My greatest reward is that my daughters and my mom got to see who I really am.
Wow.
And that I didn't die in the streets. And that I made it through the streets and I made it through prison. And they got to see who I really am. My daughters, obviously, to this day, still get to see it, and they will get to see it until I leave this earth. I've been home about 4.5 years. My mother passed away about 1.5 years ago. So she got to see 3 years of it. And the fact that she got to see the man that I became and be proud of me and watch some of my achievements and watch my growth, there's no words to just, I can't even describe how that made me feel that she was able to see that, and that I'm building a legacy that my daughters get to see, and the fact that they can say, my father's a good man and look what he's doing. And not just a good man because I think he's a good man. Look what he's doing for all these people. Look what he's doing in the community. Look what he's doing around the nation. Look at what this man is doing. My mom had one of the most crucial conversations with me that I've ever had in my life, and it just fueled me for 1.5 years. I went and spent 4 days with my mother, and when I left her, she passed away 2 days later. One of the last conversations we had when we was driving back to take her home, she was telling me, she was like, Larry, I'm so proud of you and so proud of your accomplishments and the man you became. She said, every single person that meets you comes back to me and brags to me about what a good person you are, what a good man you are, what a gentleman you are, what a good human being you are. She said, I can't tell you how happy that has made me, and you are. She said, one thing that worries me though is you try so hard to make everyone else so happy, and you spend so much time helping others all the time that I worry about your own happiness.
Absolutely.
So I had to do some soul searching on that.
Absolutely.
In my mission to become this great person and to help all these people out, was I neglecting myself, and what was I doing wrong?
Absolutely.
I had to do some soul searching and correct some things to find some inner peace and inner happiness for myself. And I would like no more than for my mother to know that I have found it.
Absolutely.
That I'm more happy and more peaceful in my life right now than I've ever been. I'm at an amazing, great place, and it took some time, it took some soul searching, it took some trials and errors, but I'm there now. So I would like to tell my mom, if she could be here watching, I did it, Mom. Not only did I prove everybody wrong, and not only is my goal achieved to make you proud and make my girls proud and to prove all the naysayers wrong, but I also found that inner peace and happiness that she told me to find.
Absolutely. That's amazing, and really, man, I know you personally, man, you have a heart of gold, and you really live this life in a selfless manner. And I want to say that's one of the reasons why you actually made this show, this Secret Sauce to Be the Boss, is because you probably want to help so many people. To talk to us. So where did this idea come from?
Yeah.
Why? How did you pick the name? and how did this come about, the Secret Sauce to Be the Boss?
So, it's crazy, man. I wanted to create this show, man. I kept having this idea in my head, man. Like, no one wanted to help me when I come home. Nobody wanted to do these things for me. Like, every single thing I've had to do, from the training, I had to push my way in. To the promotions, push my way in. To the speaking, push my way in. Nobody gave me anything. These opportunities weren't handed to me. So I thought to myself, man, like, you've got these awesome business owners that I've met, these small business owners, these entrepreneurs, these sales stars. Like, there's nothing that's highlighting and pointing out what these people are doing. Like, what can I do to help these people and shine lights on them in a way that no one ever helped me do? So I thought, what if you sat down and you interviewed these people and you did a show different episodes based on different local businesses or entrepreneurs. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm gonna give a shout out to my friend Lee Abbey, man. I had already put everything together and I was trying to get the name right. And I swear, man, it just rolled off of his tongue. I was trying to get it out and he just gave it to me.
Right.
And I was like, bro, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So that's where the name came from. You know, it was an idea I had. I was really wanting to push it. I spoke to Michael and told him the idea of what I was wanting to do and everything. And he was like, man, it sounds amazing. I'm with it. Let's do it. You know, in the first season, it went great, man. And all those businesses that was highlighted, those people that was highlighted, the information that was given to other people that want to do that didn't know how, the information was given to you for free with no charge. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and we're coming back for a season 2. This is a special edition right here, but we'll be back for a season 2 when you're going to learn a lot more about people in Charlotte, what's going on.
Absolutely. And if you didn't see the first season, take the time before season 2. Take the time to watch season 1 and all the entrepreneurs and the great people that Larry was able to highlight. And I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
Describe season 1 in one word.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. It came from an idea and it turned into a 12-part season. And if you watch each episode, they're all distinctly different. They all highlight a different person and a different business. And it shows how we're all different people with different ideas and different goals. But we all have this thought that we can do this. See, everyone has thoughts that they can do this, but the difference is some people take that thought and they act on it, and some people just take that thought and let it go. These people took it and ran with it, and now they're these amazing entrepreneurs and small business owners in this area. And the coolest part about it all is, you know, anyone else out there that wants to do it, you have a blueprint now.
Absolutely.
All the questions that you needed answered, if you listen to the shows, they're being answered for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What else could you ask for? What else could you ask for? Now let's talk about season 2. So there will be a season 2.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is a special edition, but they're definitely, for sure, listen, if you listen, it's for sure going to be season 2.
Season 2.
Season 2 is coming. So what can we look forward to in season 2? What can we look forward to?
Some upgrades, some new businesses, new people. It's a whole new experience. It's the same show, same concept, all new people coming at you. If you watch season 1, you'll notice that they were all different businesses, all different entrepreneurs. Same thing for season 2, completely different. So no matter what your idea is, what you're wanting to do, where you're coming from, you know, you see in the first one from tattoo artists to gym owners to home healthcare services to homemade furniture. Brown Dog Wood Company made this table right here we're sitting at. Man, you had so many awesome people being highlighted. Wait till you see what we got coming at you in season 2 though.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's a good finishing question. Put your seatbelts on for this. Because this is going to tap into what I know you've already spent time thinking about, dreaming about, and envisioning.
Okay.
So, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So you've been out about four and a half years, almost 5 years.
Yes, sir.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh man, touring the nation, speaking, changing people's lives, going on my book tour. I'm just starting the process of writing my first book, but I have 3 books that I'm going to write. I already know the 3 books. I already got the titles. I've already got them done in my head. That's just how I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then my BTBU fitness company, start franchising it out.
Absolutely.
So they'll be everywhere. People, just like Clean Eat started with 2 guys in Wilmington not that long ago. Now they're all up and down the East Coast.
Absolutely.
Franchising the BTBU out, traveling the country, doing my motivational speaking. The community outreach work will never stop. My goal is to help as many people as possible. So that type of stuff is never going to stop. So high schools, I'm still coming. Churches, I'm still coming. Hospitals, I'm still coming. I don't care if I become the most renowned motivational speaker in the world. I'm still going to be that guy sliding in the back door of the hospital going to speak to the kids that are in there fighting for their lives every day. Not about the money, not about the fame, nothing. I'm going to go do it on my own when no one else even knows about it because it means something right here to me.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man, the books are coming, the franchising out of the BTBU, the traveling around and doing the motivational speaking. Oh man, I got so many plans, bro.
That's why I said, put your seatbelt on because I know you got a lot of plans, and just being a visionary myself, I understand the process of the dream actually coming to reality, and a lot of times you get the vision way before it comes to fruition.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, we touched on this on an episode that we did before, and I quoted Albert Einstein. He said that everything that happens in this world happens twice. First, it happens here, and second, it happens in reality.
Absolutely.
So, our visions is basically a future preview of what's to come.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, man. You have to visualize it. You have to speak it. You have to live it. You have to work it. You have to manifest it into reality. And nothing can stop me. Nothing.
Absolutely.
They already tried, but they couldn't stop me.
Absolutely. No, I thought that was gonna be the last one, but I have another one. I have one more. This is gonna be funny. I want to hear this one. If you could send a message to everyone that's doubted you in your life, everyone that said, man, Larry, he's not going to become anything.
Yeah.
Everyone that said, Larry, man, when he gets out, he's just going to go back in. Everyone that said, Larry, you can't start a business. You're not going to be able to start a business. If you could say, this next message, whatever you say next, is your message to all of your haters, all your doubters, all the naysayers that you've had.
Thank you. Thank you. You're the fuel to my fire. Every time someone doubts me, it's more motivation. It's just like you pouring gasoline on a fire. The fire's just going to get bigger. It went from people didn't want to be around me to now everyone wants to be around me. They love you when they love you when you're up. They hate you when you're down. Now everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody wants to be close to me. Everybody wants to know me. Everybody wants a piece of me. But I stay 16 sharp at all times. I know who's in my corner. I know who's real, who's not. I know who has my back. I love that doubt and people doubting me. Man, there's people in my family right now that doubt me. There's people that I grew up with that doubt me. There's people that are close to me that doubt me. Absolutely. I love it.
Absolutely.
It pushes me. You don't think I can do this? Watch what I do with it. Watch this, what I do with it.
Absolutely.
Man, listen. Terry said to me recently, she said, Larry, she said, there's some people close to you. She said that I feel bad for them. She said, because they don't realize what an opportunity they're wasting. Some of these people that train with you or are close to you, they get a chance to see you on an up-close personal level every day. You're right there with them, you're talking with them, you're in their ear, you're training with them, you're motivating them and you're pushing them. And because they're close to you, they're not realizing how special you are. They're not listening to your message the way that they should be. They'll click on something else and watch this other motivational speaker that they don't know. They don't know nothing about this guy, and this guy's doing it for whatever reasons, money, whatever stuff. You are a super special human being. And she said, I'm scared that some of the people who are close to you right now, one day when everyone knows who you are and you're in different places, they're gonna be looking back, kicking themselves in the butt, saying, why didn't I realize this person I was with was this man and he was talking to me and telling me this stuff? So she said, I feel like there's a lot of people that are wasting that opportunity that they have you right now, that one day they're gonna wish that they had you again.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's major, man. Hey, listen, y'all, we finally got a chance to talk with the man, the myth, the legend, Larry Dawson. It's been a pleasure, y'all. I'm your special guest host on this special edition of Secret Sauce to Be the Boss. Much love and peace out, y'all.
And I want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in to the show. I appreciate you doing the interview, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Look for season 2 coming out your way. And I always like to give a piece of advice to our audience. And the one piece of advice I would like to give to y'all is Don't let anyone destroy your dreams. Believe in yourselves and don't ever let anybody tear you down or deny you. If you don't believe in yourself, who else will believe in you? You have to take your negative thoughts and erase them and replace them with positive thoughts. Take the I can'ts and replace them with I cans. If you have a vision and you have a goal and you take the time and you work for it, you can make it happen. And I don't care if every single person there is tells you you can't, you can. Do your research and look at some of the greatest human beings that have walked this planet and look at how many people doubted them. Look what Tony Robbins, the #1 motivational speaker in the world, look what his own mother did to him. You can overcome anything and you can do anything. So that's the one piece of advice I would like to give to our audience.
Absolutely. Take that and run with it, y'all. Take that and run with it. Run with it. Again, this is special edition, and I'm your special host, Tony Jackson, here with Larry Dawson. Much love, y'all, and peace.
Thank you, guys.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last
Don't
ride.
let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long